Welcome to Over 50 TV. My name is Lou Reyes, and on this channel, I provide career and retirement tips to people who are over 50. Today, I'm going to be diving into a simple and really popular concept in retirement planning. It's commonly called the $1,000 per month retirement. And I'm talking about it today because I know that planning for retirement can be overwhelming, and this rule gives a straightforward way to help you understand how much you might need to save. Now, three key takeaways of today's video are these. Number one, the $1,000 per month retirement rule. It's a simple way to estimate how much you're going to need to save for every $1,000 that you plan to spend in retirement, in monthly retirement, but it is only a rough guide. The number two takeaway is this rule. It's easy to understand and it can motivate you, I believe anyway, to start saving, but it doesn't account for variables like inflation and market changes. Number three, to ensure financial security in retirement, consider oversaving, something I always will recommend, or you could explore other methods like the 4% rule or personalized retirement planning with a financial advisor. Now, before I get too far into this video, I do want to mention this. This information is for educational purposes only, and it does not constitute financial advice. Please consult with a certified financial planner or a professional advisor before making any financial decisions. Now that I got that out of the way, let me break down the $1,000 per month in retirement rule. Why $1,000 per month? Well, the idea behind the $1,000 per month retirement rule, it's pretty straightforward. For every $1,000 that you plan to spend in retirement, plan to spend monthly, you should aim to have $240,000 saved. Now, this calculation, it's based on the assumption that you'll be able to withdraw 5% of your savings annually without running out of money. For example, if you plan to live on $3,000 per month, you would need around $720,000 in your retirement account. Now, why use 1,000? Why use it as the benchmark? Well, it's because it helps you think in smaller numbers, what I call smaller manageable chunks. Instead of focusing on one big intimidating number, you can figure out how much you need to save to cover smaller portions of your budget. It's easy to understand, and it lets you plan according to your lifestyle goals. Benefits of the $1,000 per month retirement rule. Well, the main benefit of this rule is its simplicity. It's a quick and it's an easy way to estimate your retirement savings goal. So instead of getting bogged down by complex calculations, you can use this rule to get a rough idea. And I want to emphasize to get a rough idea how much you need. Now, another benefit is that it encourages people to save. For many, the idea of needing $1 million to retire can feel overwhelming. But when you break it down into smaller amounts, smaller chunks, it just feels more achievable. It helps you set clear what I think are tangible savings targets, and it makes it easier for you to track your progress and stay motivated. Now, let me give you some alternatives to the $1,000 per month retirement rule. While this rule, it's a good starting point, and I'm going to emphasize it's a good starting point. This rule does have its limitations. For example, it doesn't account for inflation. It doesn't account for market changes or rising healthcare costs, which we've seen healthcare costs have been rising, especially this past year. But of course, we've seen a lot of other costs rise as well. But that's also why some experts are suggesting something else called the 4% rule, which recommends withdrawing 4% of your savings. Now, this approach is often seen as being more conservative. And it does aim, from what I've heard the experts say, it does aim to make sure your money lasts at least 30 years. Another alternative, though, is to use a detailed retirement calculator, or as I said just now, you can meet with a financial advisor who can really kind of just help you based on your specific needs. Is the $1,000 per month retirement rule, is it right for you? Now, this rule can be, in my opinion anyway, it can be a helpful guideline, but I do know it's certainly not a one-size-fits-all solution. I think it's great for those who want a quick and an easy way to start thinking about retirement. For me, it was a good starting point, and it was a quick and easy way to start looking at my retirement, because I also think it was pretty easy to understand. But if you're serious about planning, you're going to need to dig deeper. Consider things like your lifestyle. Do you plan on traveling? Do you plan on downsizing, or maybe even moving to a place with a lower cost of living? All of these factors can impact how much you're going to need. Also, I want you to keep in mind that market conditions and inflation can change the value of your savings. We saw inflation 2022, I think it was February, it was 9%. Now, at the time of this video, I just saw that it was 2.4%. So yeah, inflation, you're going to want to keep that in mind. But the best way to prepare, in my opinion, the best way to prepare is to over-contribute. Save more than you think you're going to need to build a buffer that could be very important. And it can help you against what could be unexpected costs, like I just mentioned, inflation rising to 9% in February of 2022. But those are unexpected costs. You're going to want to have that buffer. I hope this video helped clarify the $1,000 per month retirement rule, and I also hope it gave you some useful insights. Remember this, the best way to plan for your future is to start early, save smart, and adjust your strategy as needed. And this is true no matter what age you are. Well, that's all I got for you today, my friends. If you do have any questions, go ahead and send me an email, make a comment in the comments section. Also, if you found this information helpful and you want to get other useful information from Over 50 TV, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Also, in the description box, I do have some things that you might find helpful. I do have my Side Hustle Starter Kit. I've got the video edition, a link to that in the description box. If you're somebody who's looking at starting a side hustle and you want to know how to get it off the ground, I've got a series of videos actually in the Side Hustle Starter Kit. I do have, for those of you who are interested in there's a lot of you out there I know who are returning back to work. If you're trying to figure out that plan, I'll call it a strategy maybe even. If you want to figure that out, I do have something called the Career Fitter Career Aptitude Test. There's a free version in the description box. There's some other free stuff in the description box as well. Well, as I said, that is all I have for you today. And as I always say, have a great day, everybody.